What kind of year have you had?
God, it's really weird because I realised that, at the beginning of this year I was doing all of this stuff, and it's been quite nice to get away from it and get on with making. I made a little film for the Olympics, and now I've been developing a couple of projects that I'm hoping to shoot next year. So it's been quite nice to get away from it. It all gets quite stressful after a while.
It's so intense with all that.
What am I going to wear? Yeah.
And what is it for you that makes documentary a medium that is worth more exploring rather than, say, doing a narrative?
Well, I do both, okay? But the thing with my film, Senna, and what I think The Imposter's done really brilliantly this year is they've made really exciting, thrilling, tense films where you don't know where it's going to go. And that is what movies should be about, So hopefully The Imposter, as Senna did hopefully last year, bring new people to see films that they wouldn't normally go and pay money to see at the cinema. It's not meant to be seen on TV, it's meant to be seen on a big screen, and it's exciting. And because you don't know who the actors are, you don't know, there's not famous movie stars, you don't know where it's going to go, and I think that's what's really exciting about it.
Winners of the Best Documentary, which is a credit in itself, what inspired you by this story? How did you know about it and want to make a story about it, really?
I think we just felt like I don't think there are that many stories out there in the world, true stories, which are quite as unusual as this one. And I think from the moment we found it, we felt that it had to be a documentary. It was too strange to be a fiction. Trying to concentrate. And I think we knew that it had the potential to be in the cinema and to appeal to people who might not go and watch a documentary in the cinema. It could be bigger than that.
I think that the important thing as well is touching on the cinematicness of documentaries. People don't necessarily think about them being cinematic, but they are, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I think particularly some of the entrants in this year, and people think that feature films and narrative films have a lock on making cinematic films, making films that are thrilling, suspenseful, dramatic. But actually the best stories are true stories. You're never going to drown this guy.
And for you as
I actually did his film course. It was a weekend when I was about 18, and he was like this for 2 days. There you go.
The testament as well to filmmaking, be it either documentary or narrative, is the sacrifice that you put into it, isn't it, really, as well, and the commitment to get this piece of art made.
Well, I think on this film a lot of people, not just us, but a lot of people gave above and beyond consistently and worked for a fraction of their normal rate and worked extra hours and put it in. And that was because they loved the idea, they loved the story, they loved Bart's vision for the film. And the success of the film is in no small part due to all of those people who really we couldn't afford and should have been on much bigger and better films than we thought ours was at that point, and who delivered and who just decided they fell in love with, like I say, Bart's vision, and we owe them a huge debt of thanks.